Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, today's message is you have to go through it in order to get through it. And you just have to do it. One more time. You got to go through it to get through it. And there's no other way, so just do it. Much like our trajectory in life and the lessons that we must learn before we go from one plane to another, the same way that we have very similar rites of passage, whether or not we reach them at the same time, we still have to learn these lessons to move on, and not all of them are easy. They're not all easy. And some of them some of them, man, we just rather not. You feel me? But it's that time to do the difficult thing. Feel me? Oh, look. Hey, look. Wheel of Fortune pops right out. Yeah, you staying. All right. Let's cut you, set you over here. Okay. Yeah, so this morning, had a dream. And, the dream started dreamy enough. There were a lot of familiar places for me and a lot of unfamiliar places all at the same time. And I had a truck. I had a pickup truck, a white pickup truck, which is significant for me. Okay. With this white pickup truck, I went to pull out. I was parallel parked. I went to pull out and came up and scraped the vehicle in front of me. Backed up and drove away from that. But as I was driving down the street, there were trash can fires with one single person sitting in front of the trash can fire in the middle of the street. And I was driving down the street that was, again, significant for me. But they were having a celebration on the street, which was supposed to be much like Mardi Gras. And so the celebration was called Bourbon on Barrancas. And if anyone lives in Pensacola, Florida, you know where Barrancas is. However, that's not normal. Trash can fires in the middle of the street are not normal. And at each intersection, right? So I'm driving around the first one. I go to the next block and I see another one. And I'm just gonna okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna drive around these trash can fires. No, there was a wall of fire. And so I made a right to get away from this fire. And the vehicle just stopped. So I walk into this building and I go through a couple of doors and I notice that there are pieces of artwork. And it was like, living art, the kinds that kind of move a little bit when you walk past them. And so there were these 6, I remember that specifically, 6 blocks, right? And as I walked past them, they kind of opened up almost like flowers, like geometric flowers. And I walked into a room and this person came up behind me with a bat. Now, this wasn't a regular bat. This bat was covered in painted flowers. And they walked up and tried to hit me with the flowers. Well, the flowery bat. And then I took it from them and hit them. Tried to walk away and leave the building, but those 6 blocks went from flowers back to the blocks, and the door wouldn't let me go through it. Like, it would open it, but I couldn't get past it. I had to go forward because things were getting like, the shit was getting weird, you know? It was just getting real weird. But yeah, you had to go through it to get through it. And there's only one way to do it. And that's the only way that you can do it. So, let's check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? And do let's. Here we go. You are very close to achieving your goal with the Wheel of Fortune. Gorge. I'll take it. I will take it. Yes, there is this feeling of like almost completion that I'm getting, like, and it's been messages of like timing is of the essence within like 2 days or 2 weeks. And I've heard that from more than one reader recently. So yeah, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like, there's something good coming. And it is close, really, really close. Next up, a fiery climax approaches. I can see that with the 3 of Daggers and the Knight of Daggers. All right. So this pain has moved you towards progress. Ooh, fast moving progress too. I just want to get it over with. Kind of progress. Yeah? Yeah? All right. A time for healing. Oh, come on, Spirit. Just acting a fool. 5 of Wands. 6 of Daggers. Page of Crystals. Okay. You are looking forward to this forward movement, this uptick in resources, the peace of mind, and getting away from this sparring type environment. 5 of Cups. There was some fun in the sparring, not gonna lie. Like, there's, give you the adrenaline rush and, oh, look how well my skills have progressed, things like that. But then you kind of look back like, man, but my back really does hurt. Man, they got me real good that time. Like 5 of Cups, I'm seeing like in this is like thinking back on old arguments and coming up with new responses to lines that really just got you. Yeah. We've got the 2 of Daggers and Justice. Understand that this 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups energy, it's supposed to be transformative. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to be kind of like that whole, the energy that 5s in general gives off is like growing pains. With the 5 of Cups, it's like growing pains coming out of social circles that used to fulfill you, used to mean everything to you, and you invested a good chunk of energy and you learned quite a bit in the 5 of Cups. But remember that the 5 of Cups comes after the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is just like, hung over. Oh, this is like finding or expecting to have long-term friendships from your bar friends. While that is not impossible, it is quite rare. If the only habit or the only thing that you have in common is a watering hole and nothing else, you don't hang out outside of, the bar and get to know one another, not in a loud, drunken environment, like what's the point? Like I said, not impossible, just rare. And this is like not taking, like with the Four of Cups, that's what I call like the hangover card from the Three of Cups, which is the celebration. So like Five of Cups is like, man, I really said a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to say. Well, let's just hope that moving forward that, they forget about this here, because that was not awesome. Two of Daggers with the Justice. You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on with the Justice. Notice how Justice is pointing to herself. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Bitch, if you don't stop playing with me. Hold on, let me look at that. One moment, collective. Justice holds the scale tightly, indicating a need for balance. It's time to consider what is truly fair. You need to look at yourself and your situation through objective eyes. How can you restore balance to the situation? This may also be an indication that balance is coming. Whether you're ready or not, justice is going to be served. Have you been wronged by someone? They may be about to get what's coming to them. On the other hand, have you wronged someone? Time to own up and face the consequences. Absolutely. Harsh truth. Either way. Either way. But yeah, you've got the choice. Now, are you choosing to make the decision with the Two of Daggers? Or are you just be like, nah, man, I don't see them daggers. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a choice to make. We talked about that yesterday. Was that yesterday? About not doing anything and waiting for the, oh no, that was the read. Criminy. That was the read that got cut off. Anyway. So, how are you holding yourself back? What is it that you're refusing to see? Could it be these Two of Cups over here? I don't know. Only you can answer that. But Justice is here and saying, hey man, take an account. Take an account. Eight of Cups, Magician, Warden of Daggers. Okay. A time for healing. Absolutely. So here comes Young Love. I love you. With the Knight of Cups. So that's fantastic. And then the Magician and the Warden and or Queen of Daggers. Okay. You actually do want to bring love into your life. It's here. You're healing this, you're getting, and you are still actively working on getting your heart space ready to receive it. Again, looking at yourself, knowing yourself, remembering what you came from. This is gorgeous. Remembering what you came from. Right? And getting your affairs in order. Your life has not been 100% all the things that someone else has done to you. Because the common denominator in all this shit is Avenue U, bro. So accepting and accounting for your role in the things that has caused you heartache with grace and forgiveness and divinity is clearing out your heart space to be able to receive new blessings, right? With the Magician, this is something that you have been working on. Consciously or subconsciously, you've been working on this for a minute, gathering up the ingredients that you need to be able to pull this off. Queen of Daggers is here. Warden is here to assist in discerning what is true, what is not true. Because the same way that it's not 100% their fault, it's also not 100% your fault either. And no one is asking you to flog yourself for mistakes that you have made previously. Not in this spread anyway. Judgment. Oh, more self-reflection. All right. Two of Crystals. Page of Cups. Four of Wands. Chancellor of Cups. And Six of Wands. Yeah, man, that self-reflection is a darn good thing. And with all of, okay. It put a neon sign over your countenance, which is why you are feeling this attraction towards you. It's like with Constantine, how he says, once they see you, they always see you. It's kind of what I'm getting from here. Like this work that you're doing and the way that you are actively raising your vibration is drawing attention to you. And this is from the healed and the unhealed, the light and the dark, the magical and the banal, however you want to word it. Good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. All eyes on me, Tupac. And then we've got the Two of Crystals and the Page of Cups. This is like balancing these new tools, Magician, that you've been blessed with, because that's also part of this neon light that is pointing down at you. Okay, you're Joe's and people are eating here, right? You feel me? So balancing all of that. See, look, even with the crystals, there's light around them. Like it's learning how to balance what's been added with what is currently left. And the Page of Cups, you are writing this SHI down. This is new. And so you are learning how to use it. And you'll see that it actually manifests in some really interesting ways. All right? Like expansion, like physical expansion in your life. Stability is coming in. You know, you're starting to see some growth in some areas. With the Chancellor of Cups, you're also seeing growth within yourself and in your ability to maintain a steady emotional hand when dealing with people who may or may not have that level of self-awareness, and doing it successfully with the Six of Wands. Absolutely. Take a bow. You've come so far. And again, there's that countenance. See it? Rounding us out, we've got the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Tower, Star, Eight of Wands, and Three of Cups. Well, poo. All right. So, because you're not used to operating on this plane of existence, not at this level anyway, this is new. Every day we wake up, it's something new, but this is significant, right? And there's this, hearing survivor's remorse with the Ten of Wands, because you have done the work, and because you are now operating, you're operating better, right? And you can see, for those who are not optimizing their performance, how and how they're struggling. And you want to have compassion for these people, because you know what it's like. You know what it's like to be there. So you have assumed some responsibilities that don't belong to you. And you have for a very long time. And now, right now, it is getting in the way of you doing what you need to do. So this is like, if you ever see football players or people who run track to build up speed, they have these like training parachutes that they like strap around the waist, and when they run, the parachute fills up with the air, causing wind resistance, and it builds up, like strength, and works the body extra hard so that they can do the things. All right. So think of this like this Ten of Wands is like having that parachute on game day. This parachute is fine for training. It's okay in a training environment. It is not okay when big money is on the line. Whether it's big money for the team, big money for the people that bet on you, big money for you because you're being paid to play the game. Ten of Wands is like, okay, that's enough. Y'all come take this shit. This ain't mine. All right. Nine of Cups in the Tower. This is wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Hey everyone, come and see how good I look. Look at all my cups. Aren't they pretty? I worked so hard to get these cups. I walked away from an Eight of Cups, and now I'm here. And then you have the Tower. Sudden, abrupt change. And I want to say you didn't see it coming, but the reason you didn't see it coming was because you didn't want to see it coming with the Two of Daggers. There is no way in the bloody pit of Hades that this patched up ass building was going to stand the test of time. There's no way. But the X is not. This shit been condemned. Burn it to the ground. Because the star is right here, right behind it, with a time for healing. You doggone right. Because once this is done, once the fire is died down, it is determined that you are alive. And you lift your face up from all the smoke and the ash and the rubble. Now that you know that you have your life, you can focus on improving it. Because all the things that you once held dear and kept safe in this raggedy building are now gone. now you can really go about being about Spirit's business. And a lot of times, back that up. All right. So this is what happens. Another illustration would be exalting certain things above your spiritual growth. Like your spiritual growth didn't bring you the things that you are currently coveting. In layman's terms, making money your God, so you lose it all. Making your appearance your God, so you get sick or you have an injury or something happens that is outside of your control that has a negative effect on your looks. Your status in society above your spiritual growth, and so your status suddenly plummets and now you're one of the little people, right? Putting things, and all of these things are not meant to be worshipped. That's why the building is raggedy, because there's shit in here that ain't supposed to be in here. Okay? And now that you've had your fun and spent your time and your energy worshiping things that were not meant to be, and now they are removed, you can now you're in a position to actually focus on your relationship with Spirit. 8 of Wands. Come on. You know what? Focus on your relationship with Spirit. And Spirit is right here. Be like, man, I missed you. Golly. It's been a long time. Come on in here and give me a hug. Now let's work on exalting you and getting you to the place that I have set aside for you. And it's way better than this not up to code fire hazard that you've been running around here in, thinking that it is a palatial estate. Let me show you what a palatial estate really is. And you don't even have to worry about any building codes, because it's up to code. Trust me. Yeah. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.